Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand. Today is Saturday, October 5th, 2019. I wanted to say hello and welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thank you for being with me here today. I am filming this like at 2:30 in the morning. Everybody in my house is asleep. I'm downstairs trying to do a reading. So if you are having problems hearing me, please make sure to turn on the closed captioning. So that you can hear. I just can't speak very loudly. Everybody in my house is asleep right now. So I did this double line of 5 to see what Donald Trump is thinking about his impeachment. So let's go ahead and go through this together. We have the birds, the mice, the book, the writer, the garden on the top row, and then on the second row we have the bouquet, the mice, or I'm sorry, the fish, the scythe, the house, and the lilies. So we can see here we got the birds. The birds is phone calls, communications, conversations, small meetings, hearings, using your voice to speak. So I think I said phone calls, right? Yeah. It's also the card for your thoughts. So it's good that this popped up by itself because it's confirmation that it's picking up on the question. So the question was, what is he thinking about his impeachment? Well, he's secretly crapping his pants, like crapping his pants. The birds comes with a little side of nervousness, and the mice is anxiety. It's like serious nervous energy. So these two together are like, it's talking about some serious anxiety in his thinking. This is also the card of corruption, erosion, something that is expired. It's also the card for thievery, a group of thieves, okay? So he's secretly crapping his pants about the news that just came out in regards to the phone call here. The phone call that was done in private that had all the criminality inside of it. And he's worried about, here with the mice, he's worried about all that information being delivered to the public. We have the lilies right below it. These two would be the GOP together. It's a party of very conservative, older white men, purist. The lilies is the king of, what is that, spades. So he's kind of crapping his pants about the information that just became public, and it's on its way to the Senate. Down here, we can see the bribes here, the gifts of money that are being cut. Okay, the gifts of money that are being cut. And then here is the house. This could quite literally be the House of Representatives, and then the conservatives within that group. But he's worried about stolen money and the briberies that are going to be cut off. Okay, this can also be in reference to his properties and real estate with these two here, the family business. Okay, so here we're seeing money that's being stolen, money that's being thieved away. It's not a huge amount. It's like they've been nibbling away at this for a very, very long time. From this spread, I can't tell you where they're stealing it from. And then here, the bribery, it's like he's worried about the impeachment because it will reveal the secrets that he's had, with these two being central to the reading. He's worried about it, the sudden revelation of what was going on in those phone calls that had to do with corruption, because there's something in those phone calls about how they're stealing money. And his access to that money is going to be cut off. Here we're seeing his real estate business. The fish is money, stocks, business. If you were an entrepreneur, you would want to look for this card. But this right here is real estate. So it's kind of like He's worried about it all coming out because of the negotiations that they made in those private calls. And there was like a group, like a team of people that were in on these phone calls, conspirators perhaps, on how to steal the money here and then cut it off here. But his access to whatever he was being bribed with here, the gifts of money, will be cut off from his properties. Okay. We're also seeing a corrupt family, corrupt business here with the mice knighting over to the house. And the secrets here perhaps to keeping it from the GOP. Okay, but I'm sure that they're in on it because the garden here mirrors over here to the bouquet. So perhaps he's been making some phone calls to people in the GOP and bribing them with money. Now the fish is quite far from the garden. It doesn't even knight. It knights here to the writer. Okay, so he may be having conversations with the GOP to try to get them on his side, as saying, you know, you won't be getting the money here to your organization. Perhaps this could also be the RNC. I won't be able to deliver you money like I was before if they cut me out. So this is praise and compliments here. So perhaps he's complimenting the GOP that he's such a fantastic fundraiser for their party. Because these two right here with that would be kind of like a fundraising thing. Gifts of money to a party. Okay. And we can see here the money that's being delivered here to the group of conservatives. So if he gets cut out, he won't be able to deliver that money. Let me see what else. So yeah, it looks like he's talking to the GOP, perhaps in private, and trying to work out some sort of a deal to get them on his side, because if he goes, the money to them gets cut off. He's worried about the separation and the damage that that'll do to his income, because he's been stealing here and cutting here and delivering it perhaps through different organizations, not just the RNC. I'm not seeing the whip here, so I can't talk about laundering money, but it's looking like they've been stealing for a while. They've been stealing here and here. This is the sudden revelation of the phone calls that were being had. Bribery, and we're taking your money, but money was stolen, and then it was delivered to properties here through real estate, perhaps, with these two mirroring the money that was stolen here, delivered to properties or delivered to the house. This could also be talking about keeping the money away from the house. I'm not seeing the fox here, so I can't say that there's an investigation or in regards to the investigation. But this is right between the money and the house. If this is in regards to the House of Representatives, he's trying to keep the money stuff away because that money stuff is secret here. Okay, so the money that is stolen is being delivered to his properties or to his family or to his real estate, but he's trying to keep that away from the house. They don't want them to see it. These three wanted to pop out, so I just let them, and he's worried about having to stand trial up here. We have the moon, the tower, and the cross. This is him going to trial, and it doesn't work out for him. This is serious legal issues, like big time legal issues. This is like going on trial and being found guilty. So yeah, he's worried about that phone call and the news getting out to the GOP. I'm not seeing the snake here, so I can't say how the extent of the betrayal, But I want to look at this money that he's stealing. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I was in the middle of editing and I saw something here so I'm just going to do it here and pop it into the video. And this was to see what he's most worried about for his impeachment. Besides calling the GOP and trying to finagle some deals for them to stand by him, whatever, he's also worried about his family business and people coming over to his resorts here. Besides the GOP, this could also be a resort where you go to relax and unwind and just kind of like chill out. Well, he's worried about how that's going to hurt his business. Besides the money that was being stolen, he's also quite worried about his money and how it's going to damage his family business, most specifically for people that are coming in to the resorts, because that's how he's getting money, through the briberies from people coming in to the resorts. There may also be something in those phone calls about who's coming to visit, how the payments are going to be made, and how that's going to hurt his business, because people will, he won't be recognized anymore, so people won't really have a need to visit him to funnel money into his resorts, because he's no longer the president and here's the bribes. Also on this top row here, I said that he's worried about having to face trial, and you know, this is like a serious legal issue here. This could also be because we have the moon here. The moon is your reputation, your career, how other people see you, your honors. So this could also, quite literally be talking about being recognized on a tower, and that doesn't come true. So this could also be talking about a Trump Tower that's going to be a burden for him, because achieving that goal of putting your name and being recognized on a building is going to be very, very difficult, as well as the impeachment hurting his resorts. So he's mostly worried about his money, his business, his resorts. So I'm just going to pop that in, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Okay, everyone, welcome back. This was to ask about the money that he's been stealing. Interesting. So the first row here, we have the moon, the snake, the coffin. Next row here, we have the mountain, the fish, the clouds. Second row here, we have the woman, the tower, and the crossroads. He's in serious financial trouble. It looks like the money's being rerouted with an ending here in the crossroads. It's going different directions. They've rerouted it. And the reason he's crapping his pants is because of this gets revealed. That's why he's blocking it. This is the revelation of his money. Here, how people see him. Here, he's blocking this woman from it, because if she finds out, she's going to shut him down. Shut him down. End of business here. This could be bankruptcy. This could be all the businesses getting shut down here. We can see here that he's been lying to financial institutions. This could be the IRS. This could be banks. He's been lying about it, betraying them. Serious trouble, clouding over a bunch of stuff, blocking and covering up here. And then there's this woman here. This could be a woman that's in the courts, a woman that's in government, a woman that's in a corporation, a woman that is in some sort of an institution. But it's been rerouted. There's a possibility of 2 women involved here with the snake. This is the Queen of Clubs. So there's a possibility that there's 2 female players here. But that money's been rerouted. With the corners here, this is a career woman or a woman's reputation. And then there's the elections or a choice that comes to a dead end here. Or a a decision, a really, really, really bad decision. He's blocking the government and covering it up, gaslighting, making it quite difficult because it's a betrayal. He's been doing something here either with banks or because we have the crossroads here. There's multiple institutions that have to do with finances. So, and then we've just learned that there was another whistleblower at the IRS. So I'm seeing the banks and perhaps a government institution that has to do with money here. Because it ends here with the crossroads. But he's trying to block all that up because if she finds out, boom, done, finito, shut down, pack up, go home, you're done. He's trying to end an institution here. Possibility of 2 women here, or a woman that betrays. No, it's 2 women, because she knight's here, the snake knight's here. There's 2 women involved in this. This is the obstruction into getting his money and from financial institutions as well as the IRS. Those delays end and it opens up here. They're going to open this up. They're going to find out where it went. Let me see. So we're looking at locations. If we read this as a descriptor, it's being rerouted. It's being detoured somewhere else. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So he's rerouting it, and it looks like multiple locations. And this is also a card of detours. So it's like this here is serious financial trouble. Here, like bankruptcy, quite possibly some serious, ridiculous debt, like horrible debt. But if this is a location, this would be like a hot desert area with mountains, perhaps symbolized by the moon, or something about that area that's hot and desert may have something, perhaps on a flag or something that is the moon. They're represented by the moon. Their institutions, their government. But it's like the money's been rerouted through several banks here. And this could also quite possibly be the IRS. Give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, this here was to ask if he's been stealing money from the government. We got the dog, the ring, the birds. This is a neutral card, but it's before 2 positive, so it kind of takes on that meaning. It's looking like it. There was a verbal agreement with a friend. Look who's crowning it. That's big, big money. Fish is small bits of money, like your cash, stocks, business. That's somebody that's huge, powerful financier, and also someone that's represented by a bear. This could be that conversation, a verbal promise that was made to that guy, but he's getting assistance from this person. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if this is Mike Pence. I don't know if this is Mnuchin. I don't know Pompeo. I don't know who this is. But there's a verbal agreement made with this person, and they know about the agreement to that person, and it's huge amounts of money. Give me a second. Okay, everyone, welcome back. This double line of 5 here is to see what verbal promise he made to Putin. We're seeing here the house, the fish, the crossroads, the fox, and the birds. Down this second row here, we're seeing the tower, the woman, the bear, the snake, the heart. That's the conversation that he had with Putin here. Okay, I don't know why he's trusting this guy. He's a snake. He thinks he loves them. He thinks they're in love. Let's guy's a snake, not to be trusted. It looks like the conversation had something to do around financing, hotels, or condos. This here is like a building, a corporation, an institution, an enterprise, but it's got the house right over it. So that would be like condos, apartment buildings, hotels, okay? And he's looking for money for that. He's also looking at perhaps having multiples of those, more than one. This may be something about Trump Tower, okay? There's a meeting or a conversation about a tower. He's still going after that. He's still going after that damn Trump Tower. He's asking for something around the election that's fraudulent and a betrayal here. There's false money here, suspicious money, false money here. There's also two women again. With the crossroads right here, we have one woman here, the possibility of a second woman here with the snake. One could be perhaps undercover, covert, manipulative, cunning, sly. The other one looks like she may be an intelligent woman here. With this right here, it could be two women that he loves. So I don't know if he's perhaps discussed with him Ivanka Trump and Melania, or Ivanka Trump and another woman here. But it looks like he's still going after that Trump Tower. This here, if we start mirroring Trump Tower, the elections, and Putin, and kissing his ass, basically, oh, we had a beautiful conversation, we love each other, blah, blah, blah. This could also be in reference to channels for money. And that could have been the several conversations that they've had, was in regards to how they were going to make a channel through properties. But there's two women here. God, this guy's an idiot. He is such an idiot. He thinks that this guy loves him. Look at that. This could be in regards to speaking about an investigation into a woman here, perhaps for the elections. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted, so I had to pause the video. What I was saying was there may have also been a conversation to set up a meeting with two women that he loves, or a woman that he loves, and perhaps a woman that can represent him. There's also a possibility here that there may have been some sort of a request to investigate a woman for his election here and another woman here. So perhaps one woman could be some sort of an investigator, or perhaps since she's here and she Knight's over there, perhaps some sort of legal person, like a prosecutor. So perhaps like Kamala Harris. The other woman here has money over her head. So that could be more like an Elizabeth Warren. So I think he may have also been asking, requesting help for the elections from this guy to dig up dirt and investigate Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren for him. But he's still going after that Trump Tower right here. He still wants that business. And I think he also set up a meeting, or was trying to set up a meeting with Ivanka and somebody else. Also, the channels here. This is in regards to him conversing about the election. And this would kind of sort of be like the back channels to get money to him, because this is right over him after the elections. What else am I missing? Yeah, talking about the tower. And then there's somebody in the family that he loves. So I'm thinking he was trying to set up a meeting with Ivanka Trump. I'm going to have to read on her. Because her grand tableau showed that she was weaseling around for the elections as well. It's not just what they caught on that phone call. She's been weaseling around in the background with Kushner and MBS for the elections. So he may have let this guy in on what, if this is a woman in the family, that would be Ivanka Trump. Because there's several women here with the crossroads. One woman, two women, quite possibly three here. But she's been weaseling around in the background with Jared Kushner and MBS for the elections as well. This could be two people in positions of authority as well. So this could be Putin as well as Barr. This person is the top here of their agency. We mirrored this way. So this could be like William Barr, as well as Vladimir Putin and Barr's cooperation in this whole gig. Man, he's jonesing for that Trump Tower. Jones, and it's like he's been doing it in the background. But they're routing money to this guy. They're routing money to him. And the question was, what verbal promise did he make? And it looks like it's in the phone call that we know about with the birds here that took place in the White House. And it's all circling around the elections and relieving the money trouble, because the fish knight's over here to the snake, that's money problems. And it's also mirroring here, so that's money problems as well, to give them relief here, alleviate that. So, let me ask something else. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So I thought I would finish this up here with what does he fear the most about impeachment. So on this top row, we have the sun, the fish, the tower, the scythe, and him. Next row here, we're seeing the lilies, the mountain, the bouquet, the letter, and the coffin right underneath him. Okay. Central to the reading here, we have the tower and the bouquet. This could be a beautiful tower, a beautiful enterprise, a beautiful institution, a shopping mall. But he's most worried about being cut off from the money and the banks here, because there's the cut. So if this is him in office, successful corporate man, successful government man, that's how he's been able to bring in the money. Well, that gets blocked here and it gets cut off here. Okay. Down here, we're seeing right here is the articles of impeachment, the document to remove. Okay. Down here, we're seeing his wanting to be king here with the lilies, with the king of spades. That's him wanting to be king, but that's blocked. Sorry, dude. We don't do that here in America. And then there's going to be subpoenas to appear in court that he wants to end, that he wants to shut down. However, he's got that scythe right before him. And then he's got this right below him. The last time I saw something like this was when we were reading on the Federal Reserve, and for some reason it showed up for Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to err on the side of caution here again, but this could be his life being in danger, and then this. He's in huge amounts of debt. here. He's not going to have a way to pay it back. If this is payment, no, he doesn't have it. So he fears the impeachment because of this right here. The end of a corporation, the end of an institution. If this is Trump Tower, it never happens, it ends. Because that had come up in a previous reading, that he was on the phone with Putin still talking about that damn stupid Trump Tower. But it looks like what he fears the most is this. And that. Right there. That will happen if this happens. And then being cut off from the money that he's able to get while he's in government. Because he's using his position here as the VIP here. This would be someone that's like the VIP. And that's how he's bringing in the money that he doesn't have because he's in like loads of debt. Also, this person here is there. This could be a judge. He may be afraid of going before a judge. This person here could also be in regards to MBS. And what MBS did to the person that was reporting here. And then that fate here. There is that possibility. Because if this is MBS, he is not a very nice person. But he's got that right under him. Success ends. The money that he's making from government gets cut off. Huge amounts of debt. The money gets blocked. A judge. A subpoena. But then it's like this happens. Or ending the subpoenas. He won't be able to end the subpoenas. Perhaps the only way that he can end it is right there. So I think I'm going to cut that off here. And I think I'm going to follow up with some impeachment stuff. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye-bye.